Hey everybody, welcome back to part 4 of What If Goku Met His Parents in OTHERWORLD. And before we begin this action-packed episode, hello, I'm OG Brown Nerd, and if you're a fan of Dragon Ball What Ifs, anime, Marvel, DC, all things nerdy, please hit like, comment, and subscribe because I talk about everything. Let's get to 6,000 subs before this series is over. Future Bulma is brought inside past Bulma's lab. She sees future Trunks and hugs her son. Vegeta asks who he is to her, and she just smiles, saying everything. Goku and Bardock enter, curious to see what insights future Bulma might have and how they can prevent this apocalypse from happening. Before she arrived, they were debating whether or not to find Raditz before he's fully transformed into the monster of her future, but now she mentioned someone named Cell. Future Bulma ponders this and agrees if they find Raditz, they might be able to stop her future from playing out. But that doesn't guarantee it'll stop Cell from jumping back into this past. There's many theories on time travel. They're hoping that by stopping Raditz here and now, it'll change the future, but it could just create a branched timeline. And if this is true, it means they're already living in an altered reality, branching off from when future Trunks first arrived and now her. Gine asks Bulma if she has any idea who the monster who took her son is, and future Bulma says yes, it was Dr. Gero. He was the head of the Red Ribbon Army's robotics division. He managed to escape after Goku destroyed them all as a kid. She tracked his base down a while ago in her timeline, but there was nothing left to help them stop the androids. They destroyed everything. Gine, Bardock, Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta fly to the location. In Gero's lab, it's been months since Raditz was taken, and his transformation into an android is complete. Gero is now exploiting his Zenkais, constantly bringing him near death before allowing him to heal. While his body grows strong, his mind has gone nearly insane, trying to resist the programming that Gero keeps forcing inside of him. His Saiyan pride, sewn into his very being, gets chipped away, slowly and slowly, by Gero. Suddenly, the lab door is blown open as Gine and Bardock waste no time in trying to rescue Raditz. Gero has no choice. He has to release Raditz, hoping his programming took hold this time, but Raditz lays there, panting. He stands there, grabbing Gero, tearing his head off before turning his gaze towards Vegeta, his mother, his brother, and his father. A flicker of recognition passes before his eyes before turning into fury when he sees Vegeta. He lunges, attacking Vegeta, saying he left him to die, and then he didn't even bother wishing him back. Gero's experiments revealed the truth. Raditz remembers what Vegeta said on the scouter to Piccolo. Raditz's rage takes over as he succumbs more and more to Gero's programming, unaware that he's purposely targeting Vegeta, kind of like how 17 and 18 hunted Goku. Bardock and Gine try to hold Raditz back, but he's too powerful. He knocks them away before engaging with Vegeta. Goku jumps in and Raditz's rage begins boiling over. He yells at Kakarot. He's the one who killed them along with that Namekian. Raditz clawed back from hell to get his revenge. He tells his brother the only thing that kept his sanity while Gero tortured him was the thought of getting to do the same thing to him. The three Saiyans begin fighting, but Raditz is too powerful and his rage is blinding him, making him succumb more and more to Gero's programming. Goku and Vegeta transform into Super Saiyans and they're able to match base android Raditz. Raditz begins laughing, saying their Super Saiyan forms have nothing on his. The doctor was a monster, but the power Raditz feels, it's infinite. He screams as he charges up his ki before transforming into an infinite Super Saiyan. The energy from him crackles as his form does not strain him as much as it does Goku or Vegeta. The three begin fighting again and Raditz is struggling to keep his power in check. He's not used to his android body. He accidentally knocks Goku and Vegeta back into base, wanting to toy with them some more. He descends down, ready to kill them. He wanted to enjoy this more, but no more wasted motions or words. Bardock and Gine step in front of Raditz, pleading for him to stop. Gine slaps him, calling him a fool. How could he come to Earth and try to blackmail his own brother? He knew they sent Kakarot to Earth to save him. Raditz blinks back, confused. Bardock tells him to remember who he is, to remember his Saiyan pride, damn it. Raditz looks at them, his head ringing with the impulses implanted by Gero. He tears at his head, unable to get the voice out. Bardock and Gine step up, telling their son to fight these impulses. He tells him how on the planet Sirio, he wished for both of his sons to thrive. Fight, Raditz, so that they can be a family again, that they can be together. Raditz screams as he rockets away, his mind confused and addled by the memories, his emotions, the torment, Gero's programming, all of it. Gine and Bardock look on sadly before rushing over to Goku and Vegeta, who are nearly killed by Raditz. They rush the two Saiyans back to Capsule Corps. Their mission seemingly successful. Bulma puts them in some makeshift recovery pods she was working on. Future Bulma says if they indeed broke through Raditz's programming, they may have just taken the first step in disrupting this future. Trunks flies over to Jiro's lab and gathers all the data that Future Bulma requests. They'll be able to see the modifications made to Raditz, and with the other androids brought to Capsule Corp, they might be able to free them of Jiro's programming. Because they realize that 17 and 18 were once human, kidnapped and experimented on by Jiro. Suddenly, the sky parts and Future Perfect Cell arrives. His new destiny to take over all the timelines, beginning as he already brought his own future to its knees. After creating the time machine, he theorized correctly that hopping in time creates alternate history branches, and with this time machine, he'll be able to rule them all. He wants to find the best fighters across the timelines to beat them into submission. P.S. We don't know how long it's been for Future Cell, or how many timelines he's visited. He will prove his superiority. Bardock, Gine, Trunks, and Gohan all react, terrified at the monstrous power rising. What is this monstrous energy? It's demonic. Even Goku and Vegeta in their pods react, their bodies waking up as if their Saiyan instincts are scared. This horrifying energy grows more and more malice as Cell descends down to Capsule Corp where he stands, yelling for Future Bulma to show herself. Future Trunks steps out, facing Cell, and Cell begins laughing. How many times does he have to kill him? Doesn't Trunks ever get tired of dying? Trunks is visibly confused. What the hell is Cell talking about? He's never seen him before. This is the first time they're meeting. This is when Cell reveals the horrifying truth. This isn't the first timeline he's jumped into. He relishes in the memories of killing Trunks, Bulma, and Vegeta. He's destroyed them countless times, sometimes destroying Trunks first, sometimes destroying Bulma first. Sometimes he does it slowly. He never gets tired of hearing Bulma scream. Everybody gets chills at his words, the way he revels in this destruction. Bardock, Gine, Goku, and Vegeta all step in front of Cell, and Cell laughs even more. The gang's all here, he says. Trunks says if he's destroyed them in timelines before, why doesn't he just wipe them out now and get it over with? Cell leans back, saying he's bored. He was hoping he could find a challenge, but it seems like he's the strongest being across all of time. He's in no rush anymore. These timelines continue popping up every time he time jumps. He mentions that Bulma even created a good version of Cell, but even he didn't stand a chance. Future Perfect Cell exists because he's the result of this perfect timeline converging and harmonizing on him. He thinks the difference in their timeline is the fact that Bardock and Gine are still alive. In most of the other timelines, they stay dead. He blitzes, grabbing Vegeta and Goku by the neck. He laughs, saying in all the timelines so far, he's never seen this many Saiyans together. His blissful torture is caught off guard when suddenly Raditz rockets back in, spearing him in the back. Cell drops Goku and Vegeta before getting up and looking at Raditz. He's confused and then starts smiling. This is new. He's never seen a timeline in which Raditz is also alive. After absorbing him in the future, he figured he'd be done with Raditz. Cell then gets angry as he realizes they changed the prime timeline. Raditz is not supposed to be awake for another 3 years. Cell then begins mocking Raditz, saying he doesn't belong in this story. He's just a stepping stone for greater power. His death made Goku strong, and his death made Cell strong. He's nothing. Raditz just stands there staring, not saying a word. Now remember, Raditz doesn't have the same power as his future counterpart, but he does possess the same exact potential. Meaning, if he's pushed to it, he will reach that height again. Raditz begins powering up as Cell continues laughing at him, saying absorbing Raditz made him stronger than he ever dreamed possible, and that's all he was good for. He should be grateful to be a part of such a perfect being. Raditz rushes in and begins assaulting Cell, causing Cell to burst out into laughter even more. He's wasting his time. He just can't beat him. Raditz then transforms into his infinite Super Saiyan form as Cell has to begin trying a little bit more. And with that being said, guys, we're going to end this part off right freaking here because you know me, I love me some cliffhangers. Now, if you want the scenario to continue, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite part was down in the comments below. Let's get your boy over to 6,000 subscribers so I can continue pumping out what ifs. The poll for the next What If is going up in 2 weeks, and if you want to vote, you got to be subscribed. I'm just kidding. You don't have to be, but come on, just subscribe.